Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever heard the old story about the bundle of sticks? It's a really simple tale, but it holds a huge secret about teamwork that is, honestly, more important now than ever before. So let's dive in and see what it can teach us. But first, I have a question for you. Do you ever argue with your friends or your family? Maybe with your brother or sister over a toy or a friend at school? We all do, right? It happens. Well, believe it or not, that's exactly what our story is about today. Now, to really understand this story's lesson, we need to know one very important word, and that word is cooperation.
So what is cooperation? It's pretty simple, actually. It just means working together as a team to get something done. It's when everybody pitches in and helps each other out.
And the story we're about to hear is from a collection called Aesop's Fables. These are super famous stories that people have been telling for thousands of years, and this one really shows us why cooperation is so powerful.
So, let's get right to it. The story of the bundle of sticks. I'm going to hand things over to our storyteller. Now listen really carefully to this wise father's lesson for his children.
Our story begins with a father who had a bit of a problem. His sons, who he loved very much, were always quarreling. All day long, they just could not seem to get along with each other. He tried talking to them. He explained that all their fighting would only lead to bad things. But his words, well, they just didn't seem to have any effect. So he came up with a very clever plan to show them, not just tell them, why their arguing was such a bad idea. One day, he called all of his sons together and asked them to do something simple. "Bring me a bundle of sticks," he said. When they came back with a bunch of sticks, all tied up tightly with a rope, he gave them a challenge. He handed the bundle to his oldest son and said, "Try to break this." Well, the first son took that bundle and he pulled and he pushed with all of his might. Then the next son tried, and then the next. Every single one of them struggled, using every bit of their strength, but that thick bundle of sticks, it wouldn't even bend. In the end, it was no use. The bundle of sticks was just too strong for any one of them to break. The father just smiled when he saw them fail. He took the bundle back from them. But his lesson wasn't over yet. He calmly untied the rope, and all the single sticks fell loosely to the ground. Then, he picked up one single skinny stick and handed it to a son. He gave another stick to the next son and another to the next. "Now," he said, "try again." And this time, snap! Each son broke their single stick without any trouble at all. It was incredibly easy. And that is where the story ends. Okay, so I'm back. So what was the point of all that? What was this smart father trying to teach his sons with this little test? Let's break down the lesson here. The father then explained it all to them. He said, "My sons, if you are of one mind and unite to assist each other, you will be as this bundle." Basically, what he was saying is, if you guys stick together and help each other out, you will be unbreakable. And this really shows it perfectly, doesn't it? Look at that, one stick on its own. It's weak. It's easy to snap. But on the other side, when you put all those same sticks together in a bundle, wow, they become impossible to break. They are united and strong. So, the whole point, the most important idea to take away from this is super simple, but so powerful. Unity is strength. When we work together, we are strong. But when we're divided, we're weak. Now, this is a great story. But what does it actually mean for you in your life right now? Let's talk about how you can be just like that strong bundle of sticks. Just think about it for a second. When you're playing on a sports team, everyone has to work together to score a point or win the game, right? Or what about a big school project? When you share your ideas, the project always turns out better. Even simple things, like cleaning up your room with your family or building something cool with your friends, it all works better with cooperation. And this really gets to the heart of it. Just like that bundle of sticks, when we decide to work together, when we support each other and cooperate, we become so much stronger. We can solve huge problems and do things that we could never, ever do all by ourselves. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. In your life, whether it's at home or at school or just playing with your friends, how can you be a better teammate today? What's just one thing you can do to help make your bundle even stronger?